Michelle Gussow, and this is something straight out of my mind. So, I think my viewers know that I love a good mystery. I have a mystery friend, I have mystery toys, and today I have what I'm calling the mystery book story. And I think I actually have more hints, clues, information, whatever you want to call about this. And it strikes me sometimes as amazing that I remember this. It made such an impression on me that many years ago. And I'm doing this story tell a little over a week before, it was actually my 59th birthday. So I tell you that so you get the idea of how long ago this was. I was in third grade, and I lived in the same place, Indianapolis, Indiana. It was Spring Mill Elementary School. And we had a substitute teacher one day who, at some point during the day, took out, and I looking back, it had to be like a little homemade book she'd made. But she told us she had written a book, and she was looking for our feedback. And the title of the book was Comic Books or a Diamond Ring. And I remember some details from the story. I don't remember the name of the main character. It was a little boy. But this distinctive thing about him was that he always wore a peace sign sweatshirt. And in his school class, he sat behind this other little girl that had these long braids. And she was always like tossing the braids behind her head. And one day, this braid comes back and it has a note attached to it that says, "I like you." And they said the things that stick out is that then he starts taking little better notice. He gets up early in the morning to brush his teeth or comb his hair or find a clean shirt. And again, I don't remember all, there's a lot of things I'm sure that happened I don't remember. And at one point, he, for Valentine's Day, I guess it is, has bought her a box of candy. And he's too scared or embarrassed to give it to her. So this is politically incorrect, but this is the fact in the story. He said he gave it to her fat friend, and the next thing she gets is he gets from her rather is a note. Now I guess I'm just saying that now and realizing they were probably passing notes to each other during this story. But her note says, "That wasn't very funny of you giving me a half-eaten box of candy. If you want our love to continue, you're going to have to buy me a diamond ring." And the wrap up for the story is that the next day he wakes up early, not to comb his hair or brush his teeth or look for clean shirt, whatever, but to look for his peace sign sweatshirt. And I remember the class, we gave feedback. A lot of us said, it should have gone on a little bit longer or a little more to it. And that was kind of the end of it then. Every once in a while, maybe because as an author, storyteller, I think about it. It made an impression on me. So again, this would have been somebody substitute teaching in, I think, 1971. The school year of 1971-72, who would have been substitute teaching elementary school in Washington Township in Indianapolis. If there's anybody else out there who remembers this teacher bringing this little book, because that's the thing, she was asking our opinion too. Should she pursue having it published? And all of that. And I do have to say, I've looked the title, I've looked the kind of plot, and there is nothing out there. So if you remember hearing this story, if it sounds familiar, if the situation sounds familiar, put that in the comments. And again, it doesn't even have to be that. If you had a friend in substitute teaching who wrote this book, let us know. Maybe we can solve this mystery. I'll see you next time there's something straight out of my mind.